Yo. I am back. We're live again with some more Starfield. Starfield. And where did I leave off? I left off, I did the quest called Mantis, and I got this ship. Pretty cute. Pretty cute. Now... where am I? Denebola. Ecliptic garrison and an outpost. That's all that's here. Right? Oh. Another one. Porima. Paradiso. Swap ships.
I will never grow weary of seeing places like this.
Did they patch the game?
Enjoy your stay, knowing you're in our capable hands.
Chillin' in Paradiso with Vasco.
I am sure the ship could use some repairs after all your travels.
Who the fuck are you?
The brave adventurer returns. It is good to see you.
Oh shit.
Is that all?
Forgot that dude existed. The hell was that noise?
Hey, Captain. Need help with anything?
Why do you have an echo? He had an echo. We were in Paradiso with Vasco. Was out of control. Alright, bro. We need to switch ships. You feel what I'm saying here? The thing is, I think that this mission is It's teaching you, or it gives you a shielded cargo ship, meaning it can smuggle things. We can smuggle things with it, but it's puny.
Let's get out there and do something new today, shall we?
Are you talking to me? So let me see. What is this? Shielded. So I'm guessing the shielded means that 160 kg. Or 100 and, I'm guessing 160 of my cargo. I can't be scanned. Guessing. Alright, let's get back to the home ship. Ooh, the Varun Dirge. Wait, what?
Talk to me.
Okay. I guess I gotta be out of my ship. How do we do this?
Hello, Captain.
Done it before. The Kepler R. Oh, I think I gotta do it at the ship tech. Perhaps.
I have noted your repeat appearance at our resort. Thank you for your patronage. You have been automatically. It is my sincerest wish that please let Paradiso staff know if I or anything else is not performing to your standards.
The hell is this dude?
Hey, I noticed you arriving at port shortly after I did. Something bothering me, and I've been dying to ask another guest. They told us there was a very active meteor shower, which is why we had to divert our flight path coming in for our landing. But I haven't seen a single shooting star since I've been here. That's weird, right?
I came here a different way on my own ship.
Oh, that's fair. I'll just have to ask around. The view coming in is so beautiful. You should really take the shuttle here sometime. Unless, of course, they've done away with that flight path for some reason. I sure hope not. Anyway, enjoy your stay. Sorry for bothering you.
That's weird. So they said there was a meteor shower. This dude's at Paradiso. I wonder if this is gonna be like the Miguel of Neon City, but Paradiso. Like the guy that went to Neon City and he's just like, I've never partied before in my life. And then you just see him progressively devolve. I wonder if that's the same kind of thing here.
I vacation here
What
every
the
year.
flip is
Maybe
the
one
ship
day,
tech?
This is where I'll retire.
You the ship tech?
Hey, what can I
There
do?
you are. Yeah.
Looks.
We need a patch, dude. Maybe I should use a mod from Nexus.
Looks to me like you... Sure, have at it.
Upgrade ship, make home ship. There we go. Thank God.
Sure, have at it.
Can I fit any more? What's my shield? Where is my shield generator? Class C. 25K. Whatever. Got the ship back. We're good. Got that new ship from that quest. Kind of working my way back from the oldest missions I have to the newest ones. We just did ground pounder. Power from beyond. Acquire the power on Piazzi 4C. Oh, power. Yeah. Communications with the ship have failed, even though it could be dangerous. I should see if I can complete a docking procedure and go on board. You know, it would be sweet. It'd be nice to be able to save from inside of menu. Save from inside of your menu. And I think that's actually huge. Because it's kind of like one of those weird things that for some reason we've never had. But it's totally not necessary not to have it. Let's go. Unidentified ship. Hailing ship. Hailing ship. No response. Get in there. Why does my goddamn... Gauges keep getting messed up. I would absolutely kill.
Ship is now docked. Perfect.
I would
Didn't even smudge the paint.
kill for an online multiplayer space game, kind of like this, or like EVE Online. I know there's Star whatever, Star Citizen, but which I do have to. I still haven't tried. But I would love like a Fallout 76, but like Starfield. And then I gotta like run for the hills and
Captain, it is pleasant
I'll be
to see you.
taking bullets out of my backside for saying that, but
Weapons at the ready.
Remain calm.
who the
There's no
fuck's in there?
volunteers as hostile.
Who's in there? State your name! State your name now! We're loaded! We're locked!
Agreed. But we must be ready for anything.
You're human.
Huh? Wait, what are you?
Oh, we're human. From the planet Earth in the Sol system.
Of course I'm human.
It's just that we weren't expecting to find life, let alone human life out here. We thought we were the only ones to leave Earth.
Whoa.
You thought you were the only ones? I am afraid you have been unaware of a great many things.
Perhaps we should greet our guests.
Of course. Manners.
Wait, what?
I'm Captain Diana Brackenridge. This is Security Officer Bomani Reader. And this is Dr. Mabuti Da
Give me a
Costa,
solid
one of our
humph.
elders.
A pleasure to meet you.
That's like the standard. That's like what grandmothers do when they don't approve of stuff. Give you a solid humph. What is this ship?
You've come aboard the Earth colony ship Constant. Generations ago, we set forth from the planet Earth with the mission of colonizing a new habitable world in the spirit of our ancestors nearly a millennium ago.
Don't tell me you're gonna ask me some sort of huge favor. I'm an Ollie and I'm here to help.
See, as you may
What's
have
up?
presumed, we're in a bit of a bind. Our ship has finally completed its near 200-year journey from Earth, only to find our new home seemingly colonized by, well, we don't know. Communications haven't been successful, so your arrival is fortuitous. Perhaps you'd be willing to act as a middle person between ourselves and the others.
Wait. What? Your communications didn't
We're
work?
not entirely sure. Our engineers believe it's possible that our technology just isn't compatible with theirs. All we hear when using them to communicate with anyone is a bunch of disturbing noise. It gave me the heebie-jeebies at first.
Sounds like some Fallout Vault type shit. How did you survive for 200 years?
Well, the short answer is, we didn't. It's a generation ship, which is to say that most of us lived long, happy lives on board and passed our mission down to our children. It was never intended that the original crew would make it to our destination. The goal was always the preservation of the human race above all else. Though, it would seem that was perhaps a bit presumptuous.
So they've just been flying from Seoul to here for 200 years? I'm confused about that. Do you know about people on the surface?
We do. Well, sort of. We saw structures using our surveying equipment. We've also seen the various ships pass us by. Some even seemed to want to communicate, but couldn't. Of course, we had no idea that they were being piloted by other humans.
Incredible. 200 years. How did it take so long to get here?
Ah, your question confirms one of our recent theories. It would seem that some form of faster-than-light travel or space-bending technology was invented during our long journey. That would explain why we would find people this far out into space. I guess technology leapfrogged us at some point. Interesting. I can only imagine that our predecessors didn't believe the technology would ever work, and so they made the decision to leave when they did.
That's great. That's an interesting story, you know? You know, those others are human beings and they were here first. I'd love to know more, but maybe we should get away from this airlock. Pretty big ass.
I know. But please, hear me out. You came to us, and so far we... Perhaps if you knew little more about us, it would change your mind. Now then, please follow me. There's much to discuss first. We'll speak more on the matter once we reach the bridge.
Oh man, these people are gonna be psychos, aren't they? Oh no, bro.
I will follow you to the
I
bridge.
don't know if I want to get on this.
For security purposes.
I do not believe we have need
Stay
to
on
fear
that
arrest,
airlock,
but
you know what
I'll
I'm saying?
elaborate if you insist.
So what kind of fucking crazy ass old Earth guns do they have on this ship, anyways?
The Constant is a peaceful ship. Don't change that.
Now that we know what's out there, things are gonna be more interesting. Careful waving that fancy gun around. We don't need to see anybody.
My ancestor lived in Brackenridge.
Ooh, it's an advanced AA-99, my friend.
Climate change, asteroid impact, nuclear war, global pandemic, and more. Each scenario showed the likelihood of an extinction.
Probably more expensive than their drive,
Fully believed
and their
Earth
whole
was
ship.
destined to be rendered uninhabitable. We've always assumed that's what happened. So, he gathered the best and brightest he could find, built the Constant, and set a course for this planet here. We were told that it was the largest, most advanced ship.
What planet are we at, anyways? We're in Parima.
Ever constructed on Earth at the time. If you can believe, entire generations have been born, lived, and died on this ship. It really goes to show that there are no limits to human ingenuity and perseverance.
Just stay out of trouble.
It's so confusing about the walking speed, isn't it?
We got strict rules around here.
Yeah?
I am both shocked and impressed that all of this is still functional.
So, here we are. Let's talk.
It's crazy.
Now that you're here, I can finally give my crew a chance at a new life.
How long you been captain?
I think I'm coming up on 6 years now. I was only a teenager when my father died, passing command of the ship to me, as is tradition. Because of that, I've had to sort of learn as I go along instead of taking... I think some people on the ship resent me for not having the level of experience as my predecessors. But at the same time, without my command, we likely wouldn't have made it here so quick.
How's the crew
A
going?
bit frazzled, as you can imagine. People are anxious about discovering that we're not alone, and also worried about what will come to pass. While we hope we can work out a deal with the people on the surface, they seem reluctant to reach out, so there's no telling what will come of that. I do know that we can't afford to stay here in orbit forever. The ship was built to sustain us for many years with backup provisions just in case, but even that will come to an end eventually.
Tough being a captain on this ship or what, dude?
Difficult is the wrong word. It can be both challenging at times and also exciting. Our mission was to rebuild humanity on a distant world, believing that we were Earth's last hope. To think that while there has always been a Brackenridge in the captain's chair, that I am the one to finally oversee our journey's end is truly exhilarating. But with this stumbling block in our path, at this final moment, I fear tough choices will need to be made.
Sounds like you could use some help.
Well, as I mentioned, we've been unsuccessful in communications with anyone up until you arrived, though not for lack of trying. But since you're asking, maybe you'd be willing to be a sort of diplomat between us and them as we attempt to resolve our situation. Does that sound agreeable to you?
What's wrong with your comm system?
We suspect that our equipment is woefully obsolete compared to whatever you all have now. In all honesty, we never expected to need to communicate with anyone, so our comms aren't particularly robust. That limits our options. We even attempted communicating with lights and sounds, something we saw in an old movie, but I don't believe they picked up on it. If anything, it may have inadvertently alarmed them.
I was wondering why their ship looks so different. What's in it for me?
I wish I could say that the satisfaction of helping others in need is sufficient, but I'm not getting that impression. I'm sure we can pull together some resources. We'll do what we can to make it work.
I'll help. Just tell me what you need me to do.
We know there's a settlement on the planet below, meaning people were here before us. You see, we intended to settle here, but we assumed that they intend to defend their claim given their presence here. We'd like you to go speak to them on our behalf and help us negotiate a solution, preferably one that favors us.
Why not find another planet?
Based on the data our ancestors had when they launched this endeavor, it was determined that this was the perfect planet for us. Even if we had another viable candidate planet, we lack the resources. Our people have no desire to go back to drifting the stars so their children's children can possibly...
You had a claim to this planet. How could others settle here?
When we left Earth, there were no claims to planets this far out into space. We had assumed that we were the only ones Regardless, my ancestor, Rupert Brackenridge, did manage to file a charter for this planet's first colony, to be named New Jamestown. According to his records, no one took it seriously when he filed it, so likely it was either ignored or the records were lost to the ages. Given humanity's lack of interest in colonizing the far reaches of space at the time, it shouldn't have been a problem, but again, here we are now.
I'll try.
Yes, of course. But we need to start from a firm position and state our goal. If need be, we can compromise, work out a mutually beneficial deal. But initially, I'd like you to be firm with them and convince them to leave the planet to us. Let me know how they
LOL.
And we'll go from there.
Yeah. The planet's huge. Why not just settle on the other side?
We thought about it, but it simply won't do.
Simply won't
I
do.
need to think about the distant future of our people. Sure, our first settlement may be small, but our predecessors... That will be difficult if someone else plans to do the same. While we're not completely close to the...
You're out of your mind? There's no way they'll go for that.
I'm serious. We have a rightful claim to this land, and But as you're currently our only hope, perhaps you'll honor my request and give it your all, for the sake of some very...
Okay. I'll try.
Until next time.
Obviously.
Never seen
it's
a
not
ship
gonna happen.
before. Then again, I haven't seen any ships before.
Major city down below us.
I know I'm getting up there in years, but I don't think I'll ever tire of flying. Hey! So it is true. An actual stranger aboard our ship? Wow. Oh, geez. Sorry, of course you don't know my name. We never met. I'm Yue. Wow, I never thought this would happen. Well, we're all kind of new to this as well, so you're in good company.
What do you think now that there are others out there?
It's incredible. I'm pretty excited to meet new people and ask... I wonder about all we've missed this whole time while humanity has advanced around us.
What do you do?
Oh, I'm the navigation officer. I'll be honest, the ship pretty much flies itself. I'm not sure what's next. See, the nav system's not perfect. We encounter stuff that our forebears didn't originally count on. Astral bodies, space debris, stuff like that. So sometimes I need to take manual control and get... Then there was the time I used those unaccounted for anomalies to our advantage. Slingshotted us around a few stars that weren't supposed to be there, saved some fuel and knocked a few decades off our journey. Pretty incredible stuff. I'll be watching the skies for you.
I like that. It's a really cool story point. Andrea.
What is it? Yes, of course.
Do you mind if I ask personal questions?
Yes, we are done.
I have lived my entire life in the Constant. I'm not sure how else to...
What's this dude's name? Bromani?
We were never trained to address threats coming from outside our ship.
Bromani?
Just because our equipment's old doesn't mean it won't work to take down troublemakers.
Who I just talked to?
No matter what the future holds, I think I'll always be more comfortable in space.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Hey, if you ever want, take care of yourself out there, eh?
I know Captain Brackenridge has essentially given you free rein to wander the ship, but security will still be watching you. I hope you understand. Given we have so little experience, it pays to take security seriously. Something I understand much better now.
Bro, you have no idea.
Take no offense, but I am keeping an eye on you.
Did you not always take the ship's security so seriously?
It may surprise you to learn that I didn't. See, I stole a keycard and used it to get into the...
It was a bad teen. Why would they trust you with such an important job after that?
Sometimes I wonder the same. And also, sometimes a little leniency is an opportunity to learn. I don't have much basis for comparison. We only have a small break. I'm told that has only happened once in... Prisoners were confined to their quarters. After the trial, the leader of the mutiny was exiled to space.
Oof.
We had time to prepare ourselves since we arrived in orbit. We knew there was life, and the predominant theory was that it was human life. When you approached, we needed to be careful. Plans were in place to deal with both scenarios. Stay out of trouble.
Yeah, really cool storyline.
Careful waving that fancy gun around. You don't need to see what it can do.
Oh, you don't want to see the AA-99, baby? It's advanced. Oh, yeah. Andrea's packing one, too. I could probably tear a hole in the hull of this thing with that.
Well, then again, I haven't seen any ships before you arrived.
It's tin can. Fucking tin can.
The Constant is a peaceful ship.
Yeah.
Don't change that.
Yeah, well, I'm looking for that, you know, old Earth sniper rifle that you got here. It's the captain. Hey, captain. Ooh, old books. What if I'm right? What if I'm right? What if I'm wrong?
Ooh, quite a heritage.
Safe.
To have brought this ship so far over such a long time.
Nice.
Worthy of the pride.
Security's over there, but you can't see me. Captain's key.
I hope whatever you took is worth the risk.
Easy peasy. We'll see, we'll see. Great expectations. Interested to see what loot would be on the loot ship. mean an old ship. How can we get her to turn around? Oh. Did she detect me or not?
We didn't believe anyone would be out here. Safe travels to you. No matter the outcome, don't forget to tell of us in your travels.
Just gonna wait till she looks to the side. Antique earth duck figurine, gold, 45 caliber ACP. Got it. Got it.
We've got strict rules around here, but they're
yeah?
strict for a reason.
Oh yeah? Tell me what your rules are, Daddy. What do you got for me? By the way, do you have anything on you? Combat knife? No. No other keys on the security.
Threats coming from outside our ship.
Alright, so this ship has been floating between Earth and Parima for the past 200 years. Well, I fucked that up. And that is also fucked. Done. Out of strawberries, test results, and take more vitamin D.
I never had the patience for computer systems.
Didn't learn anything there.
Just because our equipment's old doesn't mean it won't work to take down troublemakers.
Captain. Ooh. He CCS captain uniform. Cool. Wonder though, will I get in trouble for wearing that?
A good team always... Until next time.
Just stay out of trouble.
Digipick? Interesting. So for some reason they have the same lock picks.
Rules around here.
200 years ago, huh? It's kind of weird.
Just because our equipment's old doesn't mean it won't work to take down troublemakers.
Dr. Mabooty.
There's so much more to learn about.
I want to talk to Dr. Mabooty.
And to think, all this time, we thought...
As I
Hey,
always
Dr.
tell my
Mabooty.
patients, worry not, for tomorrow, maybe. Life on a colony ship has its ups and downs, as you can probably imagine. I tend to look on the bright side of things, however. To the best of our knowledge, we were on a critical mission, saving the human race from extinction. That notion was always with us, and it instilled a sense of pride and duty. Sure, the living quarters could be considered cramped, and we could go nowhere else. But we also had near-endless time with friends and loved ones. I suppose as I get on in years, I have learned to appreciate that more than anything.
Right? Why were you one of the ones to greet me?
I know it must seem strange to you. I am not the captain, nor am I a security guard. But the captain trusts me to de-escalate situations. Pardon me saying, but we did not know who you were. So, Captain Breckenridge wanted me to come along as a friendly face and keep the conversation amicable. I am glad that you were peaceful, and my role was as limited as it was. Thank you. I'm a doctor and a counselor. I assist my wife Lorelei in performing minor... Be well on your journey.
The Constant is a peaceful ship.
Definitely heard that dude's voice before. Hey, what's up, colonists? What do we got here, though?
Keeping track of all our supplies is more difficult than you might think. Hi there. Oh!
Yeah. Hi, I'm an alien. Probably the first person from the outside you've met.
Nice to meet you. And that's true. As you can imagine, everyone kind of just knows each other around here. Meeting new people isn't really a thing for us.
You'll get used to it.
Yeah, I know. It's funny, though. All our lives, nothing could prepare us for this. We were born into a universe where we legitimately thought we were the only people in existence. Anyway, sorry for freezing up before. I just didn't expect our visitor from the outside to stop by and chat with me. I'm Daisuke, the ship's provisions manager. I'm not sure what I can offer you, but...
Where do you get supplies?
We manage. But here, this is it. We have very limited supplies. Most of our stuff is recycled. Even the food. In a roundabout way.
Oof.
If you know. It works out for the most part.
Yikes.
Because it has to. You'll sense a running theme with that around here. Not really. Things don't work that way here. It's not a shop like you hear about in the books and movies. Or, where you're probably from. Almost everything is communal or shared in some way. But sometimes people want a little something extra or special for themselves. So when that happens, they come to me. Mostly, I just keep track of the ship's inventory and help wrap. Take care. It's almost time to take inventory. Be seeing you.
Hi there.
I wonder what else is out there.
We've had to do our fair share of recycling on the Constant. Not exactly a lot of places to get new goods.
Wow. A lot of booze in there.
These are exciting times, aren't they?
We were never trained to address threats coming from outside our ship.
It'd be kind of crazy, though.
Wow. I've heard
It's got me
about
thinking
you,
about Fallout.
but here you are.
Like, what if they did the same kind of thing
Beyond our little community.
Wow. Hi.
with the vaults, but they did it with spaceships, you know?
Hi.
They told everybody that Earth was gone, you were the last people, and you're in a spaceship to go somewhere.
Now that we know
And
what's
then,
out
like,
there,
300 years later, you find out that you were just an experiment.
Wow, I've heard about you, but here you are.
Fallout in space. What the hell, man? This place is huge. Records of Lodos War.
Boy, am I glad you weren't some sort of alien or something.
Oh, you didn't know. I am an alien.
Like yours before. Then again, I haven't seen any ships before you arrived.
The hell am I? Janet Yang.
I do not envy the lives that have been led in these confined quarters.
Oh. Wow. You're new? Weird. I guess I should introduce myself?
I'm just going around trying to freak people out. Nice.
Well, you're doing a good job of it. Anyway, I can take a break to chat if you want. Oh my god. Every day.
She hates it.
Seriously, the only thing... Although now that we're here, nothing seems to be happening. Well, one of them. I do have a sister on board, Julia, but I'm not talking about her. Julia and I were actually triplets with our sister Jen, but the ship ran out of one of her medications and she didn't make it. Sucks, but it is what it is. We only have so many supplies, we couldn't exactly get anything new along the way. Anyway, it happened a long time ago. I don't really feel that she's lucky. I'm just frustrated.
Yeah.
Certainly not what I want to do.
What do you mean?
I mean, I hate this job, and there's really nothing I can do about it. I'm the cultivation manager. Fancy words for farmer and fertilizer collector. I didn't have a choice. Like, I'm great at what I do, but I would enjoy doing literally anything else. Meanwhile, my sister Julia, she gets to hang out with kids all day and watch movies. The kids I couldn't care less about, but she doesn't even care about Earth culture. Ugh. See you, I guess.
So much more to learn about now.
Abe Levitz.
What a day! I'm looking forward to some time alone with my hubby. Oh, hi! Hello! You're the alien! Sorry, I'm a little nervous. Can we start this up?
You okay?
I'm fine. I will. This has just gotten everyone so stressed, and since I'm here to help people deal with problems like that... Abe, I'm scared! Abe, what if we can't get down to the surface? I've never had to deal with so much anxiety before, and I'm a...
Really need to chill out, man.
No, there's just a lot going on, and... But, if you need help with something, I'm here, and I'll do my best to see to...
Thanks.
Please do!
I don't recognize some of the words you're using. Can you help me out?
Oh? Oh, you must mean the Yiddish. It's an old family tradition. See, we didn't think the language would... It's a point of pride.
Tell me more about yourself.
Hey, well, I take care of people here. I live with my husband, Daisuke, no kids. We passed on having a surrogate so others could have larger families. Instead, I get to spend time with everyone and their families here. I may have had something to do with that nickname. Ah, glad you asked! It's a demanding job. I try to keep a... We also have... People didn't know what to think. Here we are, minding our own business out in deep space. Then we hear some sort of garbled transmissions on the radio. People had all... Anyway, it's... Don't be a stranger now. Oh, I've always wanted to say that.
I wonder what else is out there.
There's a lot to this place, huh?
I do not envy the lives that have been led
The
in
old
these
restroom.
quarters.
Sure is nice to know there are other people out there.
Dr. Mabuti.
Just stay out of trouble. We got strict rules around here, but they're strict for a reason. The Constant is a peaceful ship. Don't change that.
What's this? What's this? What's this? What's this? What's this? What's this? Gotta know what this is. Oh, it's not locked. It's weak. The brig.
Careful waving that fancy gun around. We don't need to see what it can do.
There's nobody in the brig.
Never seen a ship like yours before. Well, then again, I haven't seen any ships before you arrived.
I wonder what it's like out there beyond our little community.
Wow. Hi.
Hello, person.
Just because our equipment's old doesn't mean it won't work.
These are exciting times, aren't they?
And to think, all this time we thought we were alone.
Hey there.
Now that we know what's out there, things are going to be more interesting from here on out. We were never trained to address threats coming from outside our ship.
I've spent my entire life in the constant.
I heard you came from outside the ship. I bet it was pretty cold out there.
Miss Yang said we're experiencing history right now.
Hello there. Given that I don't know you, you must be this visitor I've been hearing. So, I'm Julia, the Constant's chief historian. It's nice to meet you on this momentous occasion.
Just start fights with people on the ship. What can you tell me about the Constant?
As chief historian, I can tell you a lot, probably. What do you want to know? ECS stands for Earth Colony Ship. We wanted a fairly inclusive name to represent the planet, and there was an old colony ship that sailed across the oceans of Earth from a country called England to settle on a new continent. It was called either the Susan or Sarah Constant. No one seems to know for sure. Ironically enough, that ship also reached what they thought was new land, and found it populated when they arrived. As chief historian, I can tell you a lot, probably. What do you want to know? Well, we launched Tuesday, September 27th, 2140. So, about 190 years now. Would have been longer, but it turns out we have an ace navigator who saved us some time with some tricky maneuvers. We're the descendants of wealthy elites, intellectuals, artists, scientists, and others who left Earth in 2040 to spread humanity to the stars. The thinking was that Earth's days were numbered for a variety of reasons. Our finder, Rupert Brackenridge, had the foresight to plan for the worst. Thus, he constructed this colony ship to settle what seemed like the most habitable planet we could find, knowing full well it would take generations to reach. We suspected that we may have been the only ones to leave Earth, given that no one else seemed to have the same idea. I'm glad we appeared to be wrong. You know where to find me if you ever want.
Heard all you do is hang out with kids and watch movies.
You must have been speaking with my sister. There's more to it than that. Officially, I'm assigned to the role of chief historian. Generations ago, it used to be lawkeeper of humanity, but that seemed a bit too lofty. While I don't think my job is as important as captain, engineering officer, or cultivation manager, it's still vital to our mission.
You enjoy what you do?
I do. But sometimes it's frustrating to convince some people that my job is important, since it's not directly related to our continued survival. There was a time where I thought my sister was the lucky one, running the hydroponics farm and being responsible for feeding everyone on board. But I grew to like my work, and working with children is nice, especially since I'll never have any of my own.
Ooh. What happened?
It's okay. I don't mind you asking. I'm actually proud of my choice. It's a great honor to give up one's ability to have a family so that others may. As you can imagine, a population limit is a necessity on board a colony ship. I made my choice long ago to give others the chance to have a larger family should they wish. Though, I suppose I don't need to worry about that now. Maybe it's time to consider it.
I knew there's some weird underbelly going on to this ship. You were assigned?
Of course. Someone has, but that rarely. I run the education. We try to have...
Chief historian.
Yes, we Thanks for saying. I hope you'll come back. There's so much to learn.
I'm glad you're not an alien, but that would have been so cool.
Right? Ooh, antique computer.
Hey, Miss Julia? Can we watch that movie with all the superheroes in it again?
Let's close this door up real quick.
We have a lot of movies to get through, but maybe during our next group choice time, if you can convince the other children.
I think you may be trying to take a little too much on. Literally.
And then maybe we can watch one of the sequels some other time.
Wait, they made more of them? Oh, I'm so excited I can watch lots.
How many other planets are out there?
Mr. Abe says sometimes she's funny. My mom
bet
and dad were
there's
scared when
billions.
Sure is.
I don't know why.
Anyway,
You seem
still
okay.
have some more school work to do.
Oh. All right.
I bet you've been on lots of cool space adventures. Just like in the old movies.
Just stay out of trouble.
I can't tell you how many times I've had to make do with inelegant solutions to complex technical problems. I was hoping to talk to our visitor from outer space, and here you are! Welcome, welcome! I have a million burning questions, but I won't overwhelm you. There will be plenty of time for that later. Please, indulge me just a couple.
We have tech called a grab drive.
I knew it. It's incredible. I read about this technology in our archives from Earth, but it was only theoretical back then. Amazing! I'll have to learn more. Oh, I've got so many questions, but I'm amazing. I haven't even given you my name. And I might add, I'm one of the reasons we're still floating out here today. Yes, of course. Great question. All of the reading I've done on the matter suggests that at the time, there was uncertainty that the technology would ever work. So, I trust they made the decision to strike out when they did. Many years ago, when I'll spare you the... had to join... Yes! So many! Does everyone have their own spaceships like you? Do people only live on naturally habitable planets, or did they learn to terraform? Are we in contact with alien species? I have so many more, but I don't want to...
No.
Disappointing, but not unexpected. I suggested that the most likely explanation for you was that humanity had developed faster, more advanced technology and had leapfrogged us. Seems I was right.
No terraforming.
I'm not surprised. The amount of energy it would take to terraform an entire planet seems improbable. I can assume these types of colonies are strictly for mining and gathering rare resources, since there are nearly limitless habitable planets to choose from out there.
Some people have ships, not everybody though.
Incredible! Even this ship was only possible by our families pulling... Thank you for taking the time to talk. Pretty sure that when I'm not dealing...
The amount of voice acting in this game is crazy.
We're getting some slight power fluctuations in the heating and cooling system control.
What's this? Where's the key?
I also wish to be prepared for any situation, but there are practical limits, no?
Wow. Hi.
Sure is nice to know there are other people out there.
What? What happens if you put it into emergency reactor overdrive? That's fucked up, man. Okay, okay. We already went down there.
Just because her equipment's old doesn't mean it won't work to take down troublemakers.
Cargo bear.
Careful waving that fancy gun around. You don't need to see what it can do.
Wow, I've heard about you, but here you are.
I wonder what it's like out there, beyond.
Such a long time to survive on only the foods that can be grown here. I suppose being a picky eater was not an option.
There's so much more to learn about now.
Hey there.
Just stay out of trouble.
I've lived my entire life in the constant. I'm not sure how else to live.
Your arrival has given me hope.
Docked in my booty. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if there's anything else here for me to do. Let me go to the planet. Over encumbered.
What have you got for me? Goodbye.
We got strict rules around here. The Constant is a peaceful ship. Don't change
Never seen a ship like yours before.
Any adventure you can fly away from. Is that how the saying goes?
Huh. Lot of computer expertise in your file along with smiley faces. I used to be an actuary. Now look at me.
Welcome to Paradiso. Jiro Sugiyama at your service. Do you have a security concern, or is there something else I can help you with?
What sort of trouble do you run into here at
Honestly,
the
it's not
resort?
as exciting as you might think most of the time. More often than not, we're just handling drunk and disorderly conduct. Heck, even pirates leave us alone for the most part. I think it's because some of them actually vacation here. As long as they're not bothering anyone, we've been told not to worry about them.
Is security UC or Freestar?
Neither. We're our own private force. The Paradiso group pays top dollar for top-notch security. And I dare say we're some of the best in the business. We have to be out here on the fringes of the settled systems.
Feels like you're the dude I need to talk to.
Something I can help you with?
You're responding to your distress call.
Ah, yes. Let's get right to it then. As you can imagine, we've got a predicament on our hands. Under normal circumstances, we would not enlist outside help in this manner. But this is a matter we can't afford to worry our guests about. As such, we need to handle this discreetly. Failure on your part to do so could have severe consequences. So, before we proceed, can you swear not to discuss this with anyone else unless explicitly directed to do so?
How bad could the punishment be?
You're right. We're not. Which means we're not bound by anyone's law. In other words, it's our system and our rules. Neither the UC nor the Freestar Collective will help you if you get into trouble.
Yeah. So.
Great. I appreciate it. Not too long ago, a strange and enormous ship appeared in Parima space. It is now locked in orbit around our planet. So far, it doesn't seem to be hostile, but any attempts to communicate with it have been in vain, so we're unsure of the ship's intentions.
It's an old colony ship from Earth.
I see. Well, if you're speaking on their behalf, I'll refer you right along to the chairman of the Paradiso Group's board, Oliver Campbell. All formal decisions will go through him, not me. I'll let him know you're on your way.
Thank you. Thank you, sir.
Paradise, but that doesn't mean we don't run into trouble from time to time.
Haven't done much in Paradiso yet. Didn't know this quest was for here.
I cannot recall ever having the time, let alone the funds, for a vacation someplace like this.
During the day, I'm all business. But when work's done, I like to enjoy the resort like everyone else.
Every day's nice around here. But I think you
Hi
call
there.
us at one of the
I've
nicest.
got a lot on my plate right now, but let me know if I'm able to help with anything.
You'd think we'd be a prime target.
Excuse me, you can't just waltz in there. Do you have an appointment? Oh, you're the one they're waiting for then. Do you need anything else from me before you meet with the board? What I could tell you would get me in a lot of trouble. Most of them are typical C-level execs. I doubt you even need to use your imagination for that. The ones that show up to work day to day, at least. I swear, I've never even met some of them, because they chill at their own private secluded beach homes all the time. Anyway, be smart around Oliver. He's got a way of getting what he wants without you realizing it. And that's all I'll say.
It's everybody's thoughts on the ship.
People were a little freaked out around here, understandably. It looks so different and it's so massive. We honestly thought we were under attack by an unknown entity. But then, nothing happened. It just stayed there. No one could communicate with it. And we've been very careful not to alert the resort guests. The board believed it would be bad for business. I can't speak for anyone else, but I've got a pretty high-pressure job working as the executive assistant to the Paradiso board. You can imagine, dealing with a team of execs, trying to manage all of their schedules and their other whims. But it pays well, and they give me a nice executive suite at the hotel to live in. So, it's not all bad. Free access to all the resort's amenities after work helps too. Sure. Have fun in the Shark Tank. And don't worry, even they call it that.
Here we go.
I just feel that we should be focusing on the natural beauty of this planet, not our amenities.
There
With
are
a name like
millions of planets
Paradiso,
out there.
the marketing
People can
for
go to
this
any.
place
I'm
writes
sorry.
itself.
Should I know you?
Come on,
Heck.
mate. Loads
It's the
more
only
interesting
thing we've
things
really
to do
got to
outside.
offer.
No need to mill about in here. Not quite. We just don't answer to the Freestar Collective or the United Colonies. Makes things easier. We don't pay any taxes. We don't need to follow their laws. All the benefits, none of the drawbacks. And no one minds because half the politicians and other big shots love vacationing here. Works for everyone. We, the Paradiso Group, bought the rights to this planet years ago with the intent of turning it into the biggest and best resort in the universe. To that end, I'd say we've succeeded. As such, no other leisure enterprises may operate on the planet without renting land from us. But as you can see, none can afford such a deal. No, of course not. There's several more. We're just the ones who show up day to day. The others spend their time lazing on the beach or gallivanting off-world. Doesn't bother me, though. Less cooks in the kitchen means I get to make all the big decisions around here. Seems to be working out for us just fine. I am. And you must be the diplomat Jiro told me about. Welcome, welcome. Normally I'd offer you an all-inclusive stay at our resort before we spoke. But given the circumstances, I'm going to cut to the chase. We've got our friends, the aliens, up there causing all sorts of problems for our resort. You like that? The marketing team came up with it. The thought is, if we can't get rid of them, it might actually attract more tourism. Come see the aliens! We run a premier resort getaway here. We can't have our guests concocting stories about some budgy old ship hanging around up there. As it is, we've had to reroute our luxury liners round the other side of the planet on entry so no one sees it. It's bad for business. We need to nip this in the bud and take care of it before the tourists catch on and cause a scene. You'd be surprised what people fall for. Locally sourced island fruit essences, for instance. It's just the same old fruits brought over from Earth ages ago, but we get nearly 10 times a market for them. But you're right, no one's going to buy aliens. Remind me to fire the marketing team. So, tell me, what's the actual deal with this massive eyesore of a ship, besides scaring people away?
Generation ship full of colonists from Earth on a 200-year journey.
Well, that's something. Shame we can't just tell them kindly to bugger off. Something tells me that's not going to work. Now, tell me, what are we going to do about it? Give me some proposals, people. I need something to work with here.
We could offer to resettle them here. There's more than enough space.
They could stay here, temporarily, but it'll cost them. Quite a bit, too. They'd need to work off all their debts before being allowed to leave.
Maybe not. What if we help them get out of here? Outfit their ship with a grav drive so they can find a new home. We could even lend our engineers to help and give their captain an updated star map. What do you think?
Sounds costly. We can't absorb that cost, and it's unlikely they even have compatible currency, let alone enough for the transaction. Someone else would have to foot the bill.
Oh, I swear this would be a lot easier if they ceased to exist entirely. Anyway, Seema's got the right idea. Either works for me. Just tell me what you want to do.
Why can't they just settle on the other side of the planet?
We own this planet, they don't. Here at Paradiso, we don't like leaving things to chance. Who knows what these people will do with their land? Imagine the landscaping disasters they might come up with, and how that might mar the satellite imagery of the planet in our brochures. No, much better to assimilate them into our culture if they come here to live, rather than leave it to chance.
That's absurd.
Absurd or not, that's our official stance. I make the decisions that are best for our entire group. You don't.
Why can't we let some other authority handle this?
We operate outside of the Free Stars only, you see, partially because we don't want anyone else meddling in our affairs. And we'd rather not draw attention to it. As I've mentioned, it could be bad for business. We'd much rather settle this independently.
These two exist. Are you suggesting I destroy the ship?
I'm not suggesting anything, other than it would make our lives so much easier if that ship ceased existing.
Why do I have to buy the grav drive?
It's not our responsibility to bear the brunt of that cost. We're being more than generous by offering the use of our engineering team to help install it. A custom grav drive can't come cheap, and I assume they have neither the monetary means nor the connections to get a hold of that kind of technology. That leaves the only other party in this negotiation. You.
They can live here, but they'd be indentured servants.
I didn't say that specifically. This would be a mutual contract for room and board in exchange for services rendered. Of course, there's no telling how long this arrangement will last, given the substantial costs we'd need to take on in order to accommodate them here, including their continued room and board. But this may save the resort on operating costs in the long term, as we'd be able to let go of some of our current paid staff.
I think I've made up my mind.
And which proposal will you be...
What if after all this, they continue to insist their claim to this planet predates yours?
They'd be hard-pressed to defend their claim in any courts. Our charter goes back years. It was registered with both the UC and Free Star Collective, per the Centaurus Proclamation. We may be outside the settled systems, but that charter's official as can be. I'm sorry, but you're going to need to be the one to break the news to them that they need to make a compromise or leave.
Hypothetically, what could make a ship like that go away?
I have no idea, because I'm not suggesting... But it's a wonder that old ship made it all the way here in such a relatively short time. Must have really been pushing them. An engineer friend of mine told me once. Someone would like...
I hope you are not asking what I think you are asking.
I'll convince them to take the settlement deal. I'll convince them to take the settlement deal? I'll buy the grav drive.
Guess we're tabling it for now. Let's circle back around ASAP, though.
I don't want to risk us coming off as just another artificial, shady, trash...
Belongs
What's
right.
not to love? If you've heard about us elsewhere, chances
This is a boardroom, not a single
No,
because of me.
I didn't
Whatever.
realise Kiwi was letting people in. And you've made your decision. We can... Guess we're tabling it for now.
Thank you.
We don't want to compete with Dion. Bayou's ruthless. He'll do anything he can to eliminate the competition. We don't need that kind of trouble.
So we'll have to choose, but I wonder what happens when you go back and talk to them in the ship. Find out. Find out next time, though.
Artificial hot
Because I am suddenly super tired. Thought I was gonna stream for longer, but yeah, just almost fell asleep. So I'm gonna call it there. I'll be back next time. See what happens. Pretty interesting little plot line. 200-year-old ship coming from Earth. Predating light speed travel. But yeah, I'll be back next time. Peace.